As a lifelong Alabama fan, I'm not used to this losing nonsense. So for my first college football 26 dynasty, I'm taking over as head coach of the Crimson Tide to hopefully bring us back to the pinnacle of college football. I also want to shout out the EA Creator Network for allowing me to capture early footage of the game. But we're going to be starting this dynasty with the full normal base settings to get a feel for it all, because this is literally the first time I'm actually able to play Dynasty. So you guys gotta bear with me here, because this is going to be a learning experience. Which also I want to point out that everything you see today is subject to change, because what we're playing here is an in-progress build of college football 26, so make sure to keep that in mind. Now, as head coach of the University of Alabama, the biggest question here is, do I want to be a motivator, recruiter, or tactician? I am planning on this being a multiple episode dynasty series, so I do need to make sure I'm a good recruiter, and that's going to be tough considering I have not recruited on this game once yet, so it might be smart if I go with the recruiter backstory. I mean, this fella doesn't resemble me in the slightest, but I guess it'll have to do. Now, there's a few more customizable things when you're creating your coach this year, so I do want to take a look at this demeanor. Like, am I classic? Am I calm? Am I intense? And I feel like I'd be a much more intense type of coach. Stance, classic, play sheet, hands on knees. And for the adaptive AI, oh my gosh, dude, I have a perfect option. I think definitely I'm going to be more of an aggressive coach, which will also go ahead and bump up our offensive and defensive aggressiveness just a little bit. But keep in mind, this is the first time I'm playing Dynasty mode, so I'm learning this as we go. Thank goodness, dude, this year we actually have multiple options to swag our coach out with. You know what, brother? We're jacked. Let's show it off. Gonna be the first ever D1 college coach to come out in a sleeveless shirt. A sleeveless shirt and shorts, dude. I love it. And we found our new Nick Saban here. See what I'm talking about, dude? Like, look at how Alabama has performed the last 15 or so seasons, and look what happened last year. We've got to turn things around ASAP. Get back to the standard of Alabama football, and that's exactly why yours truly took over. Let's sign that contract. Oh, apparently I'm gonna be able to look at myself all season in the main menu. But now, fellas, is where the real work begins, which we're gonna stick with the normal Alabama schedule for this upcoming season. But keep in mind as well, this has got to be an expedited Dynasty series because I have to get this done in a few days. So unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to play each and every game on the schedule. So what I'm going to do is pick 4 games in the regular season that we're actually gonna play myself. But obviously, if we make it to the conference championship or we make it to the playoffs, I'll play those games. We are gonna have to have an element to this Dynasty series where we have to simulate a bunch of games, which can make it a lot harder for us to make the playoffs, which is going to make recruiting even more important. Like I said, we're going to pick 4 games to actually play in the regular season, and I think I'll do that before we get to week 1. Now, we already have 10 points to upgrade our coach. I think we're just going to go straight into the recruiter ability and probably go ahead and add this to the quarterback position. But speaking of quarterback, dude, we got to meet our roster. Now, the QB situation is going to be so interesting because we have Ty Simpson, the redshirt junior, or we can go with true freshman Keelan Russell. I mean, Ty Simpson actually has a 2 overall advantage, but like, man, if we go ahead and start Keelan, his abilities look insane. Like, if we can have him start for 3 seasons, like, I feel like he could become a Heisman winner. And if he doesn't start this year with the new additions to the transfer portal because of playing time, like, he very easily could transfer, and I cannot lose a talent like Keelan Russell. So I'm actually thinking about potentially starting him this season, but we'll have to see once we get to that point. Maybe we have a QB battle in the first few games. Now, running back, we're gonna have Jam Miller, the senior, the veteran, 88 overall. Behind him, also a veteran, Dre Washington. Got some good youngsters as well. AK Deer, I think, will end up a monster. He's 80 overall as a true freshman, so hopefully get some playing time this year and become maybe the starter next year. And of course, at wide receiver, the room is now led by a now 18-year-old Ryan Williams. Like, the guy, like, look at his abilities, dude. He's already a 95 overall as a sophomore, so like, by the time he leaves for the draft, there's a good chance he becomes a 99. So throughout this Dynasty series, it's gonna be a ton of fun to see how good he ends up. Behind him, we got the senior Jeremy Bernard. Isaiah Horton's a solid option. We got some other speedy options near the bottom of the wide receiver depth chart. Tight end's kind of a weakness, although we do have a really good true freshman in Caleb Edwards, so maybe he takes over the reins next year and can turn into a stud, but we probably need to recruit 1 or 2 this year. Offensive line, led by Caden Proctor. This guy's gonna be a future first-round pick, and outside of that, the offensive line's actually very, very solid. Almost every single starter on the offensive line's over 90. Now, defense, LT Overton, he's a stud. At the right edge position, LaMarcus Fox, he could turn into somebody pretty decent. He tackled Tim Keenan is a beast. And our linebacker room, dude, is absolutely freaking loaded. I think it's unquestioned, though, that Deontay Lawson is going to be the captain of this defense. And the cornerback room is pretty solid, too, dude. You got Damani Jackson, Xavier Brown. So we should be good in the secondary for a while, especially when you consider at free safety, we have Keon Sabb, who might leave for the draft this year, but we got some good youngsters linebackers behind him. That strong safety dude, Bray Hubbard, is a beast. I gotta see what in the world is his hit power. 85. I feel like we can get that up into the 90s. With the changes to the transfer portal in this game, it's gonna be very difficult to navigate that because the players who don't get playing time, like there's a really good chance they get into the portal and we lose them. But like, there's so many good players that like are young, that are freshmen, that aren't good enough to play just yet. I want them to be a part of the team eventually, so like it's gonna be really hard to hopefully keep those guys around. But this is all learning experience. Like this is probably gonna be some moments in this dynasty where you cringe because I'm not doing the right things. But again, I'm learning on the fly here. We do need to make sure we take advantage of the red shirts here and redshirt as many players as possible. Like, do I redshirt a guy like Deer here? Like do I give him playing time? If I redshirt him, is he gonna transfer? So I have to be very careful here when I'm redshirting players because there's a risk I could lose him. I am gonna redshirt this young tight end because if we can get an extra year of him, he could develop into the 90s. He's probably not gonna get playing time this year though. And throughout this dynasty series, we got to see how many different trophies we can add to our brand new trophy room in college football 26. I think it's now time to get to grinding, fellas, as we are gonna set up our recruiting board, and hopefully I don't do that bad of a job in my first year recruiting. I mean, I'm Alabama, dude, so at least I got some pull. So about an hour later, we finally made it into week 0, and we have our first recruiting board. I now have an extra 1,000 hours to use. I just wanted to go over the initial players we added to the board and kind of where we stand with them. Like at quarterback, I definitely want to sign at least one this season. We were number 1 on Marquez Keller's board, but unfortunately Ohio State jumped us. We also have this 5-star Antoine Bishop who we're looking at. I mean, he looks okay, but like to be completely honest with you, I kind of want Marquez a little bit more. At running back, I'm a little disappointed. We have Connor Stoner, who's a 5-star interested in us, but we did have also this guy Richard Hatchett. We were his number 1 school, but we let Auburn jump us. Like, dude, I'm not gonna lie, I really want him. He has 93 speed, and we need at least one running back this cycle. I mean, like this Connor Stoner guy's 5-star, not the fastest in the world, so like, I mean, I would obviously take a 5-star, but at the end of the day, I think Richard Hatchett's my number 1 running back target. No shot I let Auburn steal him from us. Now, wide receiver, I feel like we need 1, maybe 2 at this position. We have 2 5-stars who aren't necessarily that interested in us. We do have this guy, John Hart, who we are number 1 on his board, and he's the first receiver that I've seen with the gadget archetype. So I guess if I go ahead and finish scouting him, we can see he's a gem with 91 speed. He has 91 throw power. What in the world? Hold on. Can John also end up being a quarterback for us? Okay, this is a player that we're definitely going to have to keep our eyes on because I totally thought he was a receiver. With him being gadget, like maybe we could convert him to QB. Like that's insane stats. Like imagine a quarterback 91 throw power but 91 speed. And hopefully we can also potentially land one of these 5-star receivers. Now tight end's kind of interesting because another position I think we need 1 or 2, and we have this 5-star who's really interested in us. The number 1 tight end in the country, but as you see, he's a bust. But he still looks decent, so I'll keep him on the board for now. More interested in Fano Littlejohn and Oscar Shields. Now, obviously, the offensive line position, you want to get as much talent as physically possible. We're in for a few 5-stars. We unfortunately fell down Terrence's board here, but hopefully we can get back in it. Same thing at guard, got a 5-star we're going after in Lamont Farrell and some 4-stars. We fell on a lot of players' boards for some reason. And this guy too, Lamont Liggins, we were number 1 on his board, and Florida and Texas both jumped us. We're gonna get back in on them though. We have a bunch of 5-star edges we're going after, and talk about going down on some boards. We went up to number 1 on Raheem Warlow. Let me actually scout him and see how good he's gonna be. He's not the fastest in the world, but he looks like a workhorse. Now, defensive tackle is 100% a position we need to get multiple players at. Like, I honestly kind of want to sign 3D tackles this year. And this guy, Darren Mayer, we were number 1 on his board last week. We fell down to 3, and he's the number 1 rated D tackle in the country. Gotta find a way to sign him. Outside linebacker, looking really just to sign 1 this year. Now, at Mike linebacker, we probably need 2, maybe even 3. Now, cornerback is a position that we have absolutely got to sign multiple. I think it's our thinnest position on our team, so I'm really looking to sign 3, and hopefully we can land all 3 of these guys. And safety's not the biggest deal in the world. I'm hoping I can just sign 1. And the goal, fellas, is to end this first season with the top 5 recruiting class. Keep in mind, I'm new to this. I have not played college football 26 Dynasty, so I'm learning on the fly. At bare minimum, I want to get a top 10 class, but like I'm telling you, dude, with my first season as head coach at Alabama, if I don't finish with top 10 class, the fans are going to run me out of the stadium. They're going to want me fired. So the goal is to finish the year with the top 5 class. I mean, I'm Alabama. I got some juice. Now, the one thing that terrifies me, that we have got to keep our eye on, is apparently the fact that Ryan Williams is a major risk of transferring. Alongside, you know, our All-American center, our All-American strong safety. Like, that is a terrible risk of players that we have that might transfer. I cannot, and I repeat, cannot afford to lose Ryan Williams. Like, he is the face of Alabama. He's a freaking cover star. I mean, dude, he's number 2 in the preseason Heisman watch. We cannot lose a player that caliber at Alabama. He's just behind Jeremiah Smith, in front of Jeremiah Love, Jordan Tyson, and Garrett Nussmeier. I know a lot of people probably want to see this preseason top 25. Texas 1, Penn State 2, Ohio State 3. We come all the way in 9th behind LSU. Like, this is not the Alabama standard, but with, considering how he played last season, it's fair. Goal of the season is just make sure we make the college football playoff. So the way I allocated all our hours this first week, I mean, it's pretty simple. I basically put 25 minutes on everybody, and I filled out the rest of the remaining hours by like adding the extra points to the guys I really want, such as Lamont Liggins here. They're really probably gonna need a Parker Brailsford replacement after this season. And also, I really want this Darren Mayer fellow. We were number 1 on his board. Somehow Notre Dame topped us. We'll get him back, I'm telling you. So obviously, you have to keep our eyes on these recruits as we go week by week. We'll probably take a few players off if we think we're already out of it. Don't want to waste time on players. Maybe replace them with somebody else that's more realistic. I really want to try to land like 5, 6 5-stars this year. Also, what we need to do here is lock in the games that we're going to play this season. Keep in mind, we're only playing 4. I have a limited amount of time to record here, so we got to get this series done. So I think we're going to lock in week 1 at Florida State. We've got to play the home opener. And obviously, I think we have to play week 5 away from home at Georgia. That's going to be a dogfight. Then we'll have to take a few risks by simming a few games. And I think we're going to play home against LSU. And then end the season off, obviously, having to play in the Iron Bowl away from home at Auburn. This matchup is going to have massive implications when it comes to in-state recruiting. So we got to make sure we get this dub. And the thing is, too, boys, like as you saw, this is on Heisman difficulty. This is my first time playing in Dynasty in college football 26. So like, I'm probably not going to be good. There's a good chance I lose literally every single game that we play. And somehow, some way, we got to end up national champions, because this series does not end until I bring the Alabama Crimson Tide the college football playoff trophy. We're going to go season by season, episode by episode, until we finally win that natty. So fellas, I think we should be good to go ahead and advance into the next week. I'm actually kind of nervous. I can't lose to Florida State. And again, dude, it still says Ryan Williams is a massive risk to transfer. How do I change that? Oh gosh, brother, I cannot start my tenure off as Alabama head coach 0-1. It just can't happen. Now, also, before we get into week 1, I think I'm going to make the massive decision here for the future of this program, and we are going to start Keelan Russell at the quarterback position. Now, keep in mind, that's fluid. We're kind of test things out this first game. If he plays well, he's going to stay the starter. If he struggles, we could bring in the more experienced quarterback in Ty Simpson. If they both struggle, maybe bring in old Austin Mack here. Because with the new transfer portal, whoever doesn't start more than likely is going to transfer. So we just need to make sure we're smart and play the best quarterbacks so we don't lose them. But before we get into this week 1 matchup, we got to do some recruiting. Oh man, Auburn is pulling so far ahead for this running back. Like, he's the one running back that I desperately want. Like, he is so fast. We're definitely gonna have to figure out a plan here to make sure that we land Richard. Wait, why is Auburn leading for both of these running backs? Like, pick one. That's the one thing as the Alabama head coach I cannot do, is lose to Auburn in recruiting battles. So what I want to do here is definitely double down on some 5-stars. Like right here, we overtook Florida and Texas for Lamont Liggins. So I might go ahead and send the house at him. Same thing with Raheem Warlow here, to make sure I'm investing time in these 5-stars. They're making up ground on Darren Mayer here. That's very important, because I said we need to get really all these defensive tackles. I'm so glad to see we're in first place for everyone but Darren. If we could sign all 4, that'd be perfect. Oh, outside linebackers not looking great. We might not even be able to get Brian Browning. Let's put some more points on LaMarcus here. Not many, just 10. Making up a little bit of ground at middle linebacker here. I mean, I really do want to try to get Jimmy Hacker, so I'll put on an extra 10 points for him. And then cornerback, dude, I desperately want Seth Vaughn, man. What we're going to do here, fellas, is send the house at him. All right, I think that's good for this week of recruiting. We're probably not going to update recruiting every single week. I don't want to get too redundant, but I will try to give you the major updates throughout the season. I'm really hoping by next week we have a few prospects already ready to visit, because obviously visits are huge, but as of right now here in week 1, nobody wants to come to Tuscaloosa just yet, but maybe they will once we demolish Florida State here. I mean, Tommy Castellanos has been saying IRL that he thinks they can beat Bama, so that's more motivation for us to take him down. He's a good quarterback. I feel like we can stop this running game, and we got some good wide receivers. I think we'll be all right. I mean, I'd be lying if I didn't say I wasn't just a little bit nervous going into Tallahassee with a true freshman quarterback, having to deal with that stadium pulse for the first time. Like, this pregame stuff is stressing me out. We cannot let them score on this first possession. We can't start the season out like that. First play. What a start. Jeremiah beaming into the backfield. After all that crap he was talking, we're going to have Tommy boxed all game long. I don't know how he hung on to that, but hey, we'll take a 3rd and 9. If we can keep them from picking up 3rd and longs, we should be able to win this ball game. Locked in, fellas. Lane's kind of open. Get to him again. Come on. 2 sacks in 3 plays. That defensive line is going to dominate. That wear and tear is going to start to get to him. Tim Keenan, my man. Tommy, 3 plays in already is not feeling good, brother. You know what? I don't just want to win. I want a decisive blowout. I want, you know, say a 28-point victory here. Keelan Russell, true freshman quarterback starting for the University of Alabama. Obviously, you know, not the most common of sights. Yeah, dude, I knew that stadium pulse was going to be rocking. To make sure we feed Ryan Williams all game too. A nice broken sack. Keelan Russell, beautiful. The freshman breaking his first sack. Big first down. Keep in mind, to keep Ryan Williams for change for him, we got to feed him the ball all season. Jam Miller with the handoff. At least he got positive yards. Man, I can't see the routes. Now we're going to have to take off. Keelan Russell's got some speed to him. Just like that, fellas. Get out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Toss to Jam Miller. He gets the outside. Just like that. Touchdown, Alabama. It feels like the Nick Saban days are back. Florida State did get a first down. They are at midfield. We're not going to let them score, though. RPO. Going nowhere, brother. Try it again, Tom. We've been able to get to Tommy already twice in this game in just, what, like 4 plays? Not even bringing a blitz? What if we do actually bring a blitz? The middle. Oh, my gosh, dude. It's too easy. Another big 3rd down. No shot. Come on, pick this ball off. Oh, wow. All right, it's fine. This is college football. They're going to make some plays sometimes. As long as you bend, just don't break. It's not break here. Keep him out of the end zone. Or not. Oh, unfortunate drive. They're going to score sometimes. I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure this is the only time they get into the end zone all game long. Make sure the young freshman isn't rattled. A little screen pass to Jam Miller. We'll get some positive yards, pick about 5. You know, let's go hurry up tempo. Like I said when I was setting my coach, we're aggressive here at Alabama. Ryan Williams, wide open. Beautiful. If we could have blocked, that might have been, you know, maybe an extra 15 yards. But we'll take the first down. Ooh. Oh, no. I literally ran right into that sack. A post should be open. Ryan Williams again. First down, I fell on that. Probably should have caught that. Maybe could have got more yards, but it's fine. We'll take the first. Let's just take off. Told you guys he's fast. Slide. Make sure we don't get hit so that wear and tear doesn't start to affect the youngster. I have to say, impressed with Keelan so far, man. Like, he's a young guy playing in a tough environment. He's playing pretty well. He's made no mistakes so far. Drags open. First down for Bernard. Just outside the 10. Hurry up tempo. Let's score. Jam Miller up the middle. Is that another touchdown for him? Not quite, but down to the 1. You know what, actually? Let's try to force feed this to Ryan. Get him into the end zone. Touchdown. Hang on to it, Ryan Williams. His first of many touchdowns in his sophomore campaign. That's how you answer, boys. 3rd and 4. Let's get off the field here, boys. Slow, develop, and run, and we're all over it. If we could tackle, we still got a yard out of that, I think. Come on, boys. Let's please get off the field here. Get to the quarterback like you were early on in this one. Another play action. Come on, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get this football back here and make this a 2-possession ball game. I'm going to force feed Ryan the football here with the college football special. Jet sweep, touch pass. Got the edge. That's what I'm talking about, Ryan. Good boy. This is Jam out of the backfield. I didn't see that safety, but got a little lucky there. Ryan, maybe this is another touchdown. Perfect pass. Beautiful! Bang! What a play! But at this rate, Ryan is going to win the Heisman. I mean, man, that was a freaking dime. Throwing the ball up to Ryan Williams right now is like a cheat code. Oh, no, I got caught in the wrong defense. Got him underneath. Nice job. Nice patience from Tommy. Little play action pass. I'm there. Gotta get used to the user in this game. I mean, to be fair, shout out to Florida State. Like, they're sticking in this ball game, moving the ball. After, like, the first drive, I thought this was going to be a bloodbath. But as of right now, things are looking okay for them. But I'm obviously glad we got a 2-possession lead right now. Come on, get big here, boys. 3rd down and 1. Don't let them gain a single inch here. They're going to run it. And they gain more than an inch, unfortunately. Here we go. Sack number 3. LT Overton. That's my NFL draft prospect. Dump it off to your running back. That's fine. I'll let you take a field goal. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to try to sack him, get him out of field goal range. Oh, again, it's my user getting picked on. Come on. Get to him. Big hit. Oh, he hung on to it. I mean, I definitely feel like they're going to be trying to run the football here. And, oh, that's not what I expected, but we're all over it, baby. Come on! After all this, we hold him to a field goal. I will be a happy camper. Make sure he doesn't take off against us. Another RPO. Good tackle. 4th and goal. I'm going to call a timeout and see what they do here. Oh my, they're going for it. I believe they're actually going to try and throw this football. Hopefully they don't run it, because if they do, they're probably going to score. And they do run it. And we're all over it, baby. Let's go! I'm going to try to just get out of my own end zone here with this jet sweep pop pass and think... Oh my goodness. That's just not what you like to see at all. Well, safe to say we've been in this situation before, like 15 seconds ago. So, I mean, we showed last time we can keep them from scoring. And this time, they score very first play. So that was honestly a very unfortunate set of events. I just feel a little sad about that. So at halftime, I honestly feel like we should be winning by more than what we are. But at the end of the day, we have the lead away from home in a tough environment. And I feel comfortable that we're going to come out of Tallahassee with a dub. It is vital, though, with us getting the ball for the second half, that we score some points to regain a 2-possession lead. And we're not going to be able to score if we can't run the football. Jeremy Bernard, please. Maybe he didn't throw it far enough. Yes, he did. What a throw, Keelan Russell. You know what? We're going to go hurry up here, try to catch them on their toes. That should be a first down, and much more. Hort with his first catch of the game inside the 10. What a masterclass from Keelan Russell so far. Tight end is open. He's going to make the grab for a touchdown. That's Keelan Russell's 3rd of the game. Joshua with his first grab of the game is for a touchdown. Florida State back with the football. Big 3rd down. Can we actually get off the field here? Nope. Get off the field. Home little field goal here. Running back was wide open. No shot. Damani Jackson, make up for that earlier. Damani Jackson not playing so well on the outside, but at least we're going to hold them to a field goal attempt. And maybe he can miss here. He missed before, and he is unfortunately not going to miss this time. But with holding him to a field goal, fellas, it is still a 2-possession ball game. Oh, man, the pressure's getting to me right now, fellas. The stadium pulse is messing with my head. They're finally actually getting to the quarterback. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, wide open. Wide open. Come on. Hit him in stride. The catch. Horton gone. Just like that. To make it a 35-17 ball game. That right there, fellas, will shush the Seminole faithful. Oh, he was wide open. I was on the wrong guy. But he's still going to get the first down regardless. That takes us into the 4th quarter. Florida State is driving, but I really don't expect us to choke a 35-17 lead here. Another 3rd down. Florida State's been pretty solid in this position earlier, and this time we get the pick, finally! Tommy can only throw so many one-on-one balls before somebody would finally come down with the interception. He gets the turnover bell. Davian Brown, you beauty. I'm not going to lie, they are pressing Ryan Williams on the outside. I kind of just want to take a shot, dude. Like, he's had such a good game. Let's see if we can turn a good game into a legendary performance. He has separation. Beautiful throw. Beautiful catch. It's too easy. Ryan Williams to the house. 90 yards. And that right there, fellas, I believe is ball game. Legendary performance on Heisman difficulty, by the way. You gotta love when you're in the position where you can mass sub in backups. What a start to this Alabama Dynasty. 52-24, already inserting our dominance. And what a performance from the true freshman in his first ever game, dude. Hopefully after that performance, Ryan Williams doesn't want to transfer anymore. Hopefully next week his risk of transfer is going to go down, because I mean that was a crazy performance. I mean he just put up 8 catches, 221 yards for 3 touchdowns. Like, what else do you want from me, Ryan? Big performance from Isaiah Horton, and dude, like I said, what a game from the true freshman. His first ever game away from home, when he puts up 428, 5 touchdowns and 0 picks. He completed 80% of his passes. One thing we gotta work on as a team, though, is the running game, because like I feel like Jam Miller is too good of a back to be putting up 28 yards, only 2.8 yards per carry. Let's simulate this bad boy into week number 2, and surely we don't lose in a simulation to Louisiana Monroe, right? I mean, to be fair, it has happened before. Now, first things first, I want to use these 22 skill points. We'll probably use this on the running back position because there's multiple running backs I want to get that Auburn's beat me for. And speaking of recruiting, we do have a few players now ready to visit. Now, the question is, do I go ahead and schedule a visit? Like, do we have enough information? And again, this is all kind of about being realistic and trying to save time where I need to. So, like, I might try to find a player that I don't think we're going to be able to get. Like, maybe Antoine Bishop, the quarterback. Like, maybe we put all our time and effort into Marquez Keller. I need to save some minutes so I can schedule some visits. I do like the fact that we're now first on the board for all 3 of these tight ends. Yeah, here, like Brian Browning, I think this one's unrealistic. Notre Dame's is way too far ahead. They have a better pipeline rating, so they're going to get some extra points. I think we just need to cut our losses here and just focus on LaMarcus Stripling, who we now are in first place for. Notre Dame's trying to get both these guys. Just focus on one, dude. So let's save some time, remove them off our board. Let's set a visit for Richard Hatchett here and hopefully, possibly overtake Auburn. We're going to schedule him for next week against Wisconsin. Wisconsin. We'll focus on conference prestige, which is an A+. And I really also want Marquez Keller to visit next week, but we need an extra 10 points somehow. Maybe take some time off Raheem here. Now we can go ahead and schedule a visit with Marquez. Focus on brand exposure. Now we still have 10 more minutes to use. Let me use it on this what do I use it on? You know, let's use it on this 5-star Seth Vaughn. We need cornerback badly. Oh, we don't have time to. Whatever. We'll put it on Ty Combs. We need as many cornerbacks as possible. All right, so for our first simulation of the Dynasty, like, no way. I just refuse to believe. I rebuke it. We are not losing to the Warhawks. I want like a 70-point W here. We're 2-0. We got the dub. Oh, dude, I love it. 64-13. I mean, they almost put up as good as a fight as Florida State did. Keelan Russell now has 9 touchdowns to 0 interceptions in his first 2 games. What a freaking start. He might win the Heisman. Jam Miller still, you know, not the best performance on the ground. Now, Ryan Williams, 8 catches for 111 yards. He's got to be happy with that. And 2 touchdowns each from Isaiah Horton and Jeremy Bernard. And just like that, dude, the true freshman, second in the Heisman watch. John Mechir from Oklahoma. The Washington State transfer. Apparently, he's had a huge few weeks, and he's number 1. But Ryan Williams still up there, number 3. So we're going to keep on upgrading the recruiting. We'll use this towards wide receiver / tight end, and then give one more little upgrade to the running back position. So I knew it was going to happen. We were locked out of Antoine Bishop's top 5. So we're going to remove him from the board, and that's going to give us some, you know, some extra time to use on other guys. We have Marquez Keller here, who's going to be visiting this week. So hopefully we can gain ground on Ohio State. He's definitely the quarterback I want. So you know what? Let's actually use some of that extra time and use it towards him and hopefully get towards his number 1 on his board, especially after this visit. We'll hatch it. We're all the way up to 2nd now, but still quite a ways behind Auburn. Okay, so we have a ton of players now ready to visit, and we just got to figure out who we want to allocate our time to first. So Darren Mayer, I do want him to visit, but it's not going to be until week 6, unfortunately, against Vanderbilt, which hopefully we can get revenge on them from last year. So he's going to be visiting in a few weeks. Let's get LaMarcus Stripling in for a visit as well. Let's bring him in week 6. I mean, Wisconsin's had a terrible start of the season, so I feel pretty comfortable in simming this game and getting the win. Yeah, dude, they've lost to the wrong Miami, and they lost to Middle Tennessee State. There's no way they beat us in Tuscaloosa. I don't believe it. I mean, this is a big game. We have multiple players visiting, our first prospects to visit in this Dynasty, so hopefully get a big win to boost their interest. And we're 3-0. And the one thing I noticed, fellas, oh my goodness, no longer is Ryan Williams on the players at risk to transfer list. Both of our safeties are on there, so that's kind of scary. Maybe this is why. He just won SEC Offensive Player of the Week, 12 catches, 142 yards. It honestly was a lot closer than what it should have been, but a win's a win, 42-34. They had a big 4th quarter comeback. Well, Keelan Russell still putting up ridiculous numbers, almost 500 yards, 4 touchdowns, just 1 interception. That's his first pick of the year. And look at Jeremy Bernard going off. How did he not win Offensive Player of the Week? So at this point in the season, Keelan Russell is 2nd in the nation in passing yards, and I'm assuming he is number 1 in the nation in passing touchdowns. All while Ryan Williams is leading the country in both receiving yards and 2nd in receiving touchdowns. I mean, look at that, dude. Ryan Williams trying to show he's the best receiver in college football, outperforming Jeremiah Smith by a pretty large margin up to this point. Now, we do have a bye week here, so let's see how the recruiting front is going. Okay, so we only went up to number 3 on Marquez Keller's board, and unfortunately Ohio State and Florida have visits coming up, so we got to make up some big ground or we're going to lose them to one of those 2 schools. What if we went ahead and went in on the hard sell? I mean, this is a huge sell here, dude. 3 A+. If this isn't going to get us in first place, I don't think we have a chance. And as of right now, we're behind Auburn still on Richard Hatchett. We made up a ton of ground, and I wonder if we can go ahead and hard sell on him too. Hopefully that works, brother. Okay, so for some future visits, John Hart. Let's go ahead and bring him in week 6 against Vanderbilt, which hopefully we won't lose. So something you might have noticed that's really cool here in Dynasty, when you're trying to schedule visits for players, it takes less time if they're closer to your college. For example, Rashawn Hasty here only takes 10 minutes to schedule his visit. Then you have Lamont Farrell here, takes 40 minutes because he's all the way in California. So let's go ahead and bring Hasty in on a visit here. Let's go ahead and get past the bye week. We have a pretty big game coming up next week. Oh no, we got some bad news, and I am confused on why. Darren Mayer locked us out. Oh my gosh, that sucks. Ty Combs also locked us out, as did Hatchett. Why? He committed to Auburn? Why? Oh, it's tough, not gonna lie. And we have a massive game coming up this week against Georgia, which we are going to play, but we gotta do some stuff in recruiting before we even get to that point. The recruiting's stressing me out right now. Let's first upgrade our coach. Let's go ahead and max out running back and also max out wide receiver. I really can't believe Hatchett committed to Auburn. We're probably going to put another running back on our board because I don't know if we're going to be able to get Stoner either. And same thing with Marquez Keller, man. Like, he looks like he's about to commit to Ohio State. You know what? In the meantime, let's go full press on Dexter Kessman. Make sure we get a 5-star receiver. We actually might be able to get 2 5-star receivers. Or maybe I need to wait because we don't have anything unlocked that he likes yet. So I do want John Hart to commit. Like, he's like probably my favorite prospect in this class, and we're still number 1 on this board. Georgia is slowly creeping up, though, and it's stressing me out. Maybe we do go ahead and bring Stoner in on a visit. It'd have to be against Tennessee in week 8. There's still nothing unlocked yet that we know that he'll like, so maybe we need to pass on that. Now, I think I might go ahead and concede defeat on Max Galladay here. We are so far behind Texas, and we can use those 25 minutes every week. What we could do is go all in on Andy McFadden here. Maybe send the house on him. Ooh, Vaughn, definitely want him to be visiting against Tennessee. Unfortunately, we lost points on Busby. That's not good. You know what? Let's hard sell him instead. Oh, we lost interest in all these middle linebackers. What's happening, brother? Let's go ahead and schedule a visit for Jimmy. Man, we are so far behind Georgia, but at least we have a visit coming up with Gabe. Again, guys, I'm just learning recruiting now, so, like, you gotta give me a break. I'm trying to learn the best methods. I'm trying to learn the meta. I still hope it's possible that we can land a top 10 class this year, but it might be more difficult than what I thought. Gosh, we are losing ground with so many players. We're now in 2nd place for Stripling. I still cannot believe he locked us out. We were so close to making the top 3. He's supposed to visit next week. Like, what in the world? Definitely want to schedule a visit for Titus here. We need to get as many D tackles as physically possible. All right, I do want to go ahead and try to find some running back replacements that we can add to our board. Hopefully some players still interested in us. We have Alex Harvin here. Let's take a look at Matt Willie because we are apparently in his top 5. Maybe even throw in Robert Tate here. Now we have somehow, some way, gotta find a way to beat the Georgia Bulldogs here. Away from home, dude, this might be impossible. Let's see if we can fluster old Gunnar Stockton all game long. You know what? We're gonna bring in blitz. Very first play. We're gonna run the ball. And he's going to break some tackles. That should have been a loss. These first few drives are always so important for momentum. Just got to make sure they don't score a touchdown this drive. They're running the ball again. I mean, if they run the ball all game, I really like our run defense. I'm not really happy that we had a player get hurt already. But if they don't throw the ball against us, I think we should be fine. Underneath, all over it. Come on, get the Gunnar Stockton, please. Big hit. Come on, baby. That's a 3 and out. We're getting the football back. Damani Jackson with a huge open field tackle. I mean, if we can beat number 3 Georgia away from home in this game, we really might jump up to the number 1 ranked team in the country. And this might not be good. Get in the end zone, please. Thank goodness we didn't get down at the 1. I mean, Georgia's got such a good secondary, dude, but I still think I want to be absolutely wild here. Come out first play, maybe take a deep shot, try and score. A Stadium Pulse is rocking, fellas. Play 1, we get sacked. So that's just not, the ideal start. Oh no. We also have to win this game without Ryan Williams. I don't know. It just says multiple weeks. That is not good. Oh, that changes the entire dynamic of this game, dude. We have got to win this without our Heisman hopeful wide receiver. The Stadium Pulse is messing with my brain. This is supposed to be a pass? Okay. It's a QB draw. And we lost a bunch of yards, or actually gained 1 there, but oh my gosh, dude, that Stadium Pulse is messing with our brain. He's a true freshman playing at Georgia night game. He's one of the best defenses in the country. Don't even know where his routes are going. Let's see if we can pick up a miracle here. The post is open. That's a dime! Oh my, that's like a 3rd progression throw. Another run with Jam outside. I mean, we got positive yards. It's really all you can ask for. Kind of like this matchup. I'm not going to lie. Running back, Jam Miller, 1st down and more. Oh my gosh, what a big play. We are in plus territory. I don't know how many times we're going to get the opportunity to get into Georgia territory. So now that we're here, we got to punch this in for 6 and not settle for a field goal. We hand the ball off up the middle. I'm liking what I'm seeing right now. Let's see if we can hand this bad boy off to Jam here. And it was actually Washington in the backfield. We gained a yard. And the question is, do I kick a field goal? No. Same play that we converted earlier. And look for Jam out of the backfield. They got it covered. The drag is open, though. He's going to make the catch. Horton, come on, let's score. Let's score! Touchdown, Alabama! Oh, we made a huge decision to go for it on 4th down and short, and it pays off massively. On the next drive, we have Georgia backed up to a 3rd down and 20. Surely, we do not give this up here. If I just play the sticks, we get a sack. Oh my gosh, dude, our defense with 2 sacks already in 2 drives. If we keep playing like this, we might force a shutout. If we win this game in dominant fashion away from home against number 3 Georgia without our best offensive player, I'm telling you, that is a statement win. That the University of Alabama is back as one of the top teams in college football. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, please, in stride. Hale touchdown! Oh my gosh, dude, this is beautiful. This is poetry in motion. He's doing the Costco guy. Boys, our defense forced a turnover, and we have the ball at the 30-yard line. If we score here, it is a 21-point game. Even if we kick a field goal, it's a 3-possession game. Team not open. The comeback is Hale with the grab. All these receivers stepping up without Ryan Williams right now. All right, stadium pulse starting to affect me again here on the goal line. Make sure I gotta throw it to a wide open receiver. Oh, which is they're a little bit late. He's gonna make the catch. Horton does. Okay, I do not like this speed option here. We're just gonna run the ball right at the middle. Inside zone with Jam Miller. I like this setup. I like the play call. 21-0 Bama on Heisman difficulty with a true freshman quarterback without his star receiver. This crowd cannot believe it. Georgia's gonna score eventually, right? Hopefully not, on this drive. We can get a stop here. If we get a stop here, we have a chance to make it 28-0, dude. I'm there. Oh, so close, so close. You know what? I'll take that because we got to get a stop in the backfield. I might actually bring a blitz here. Come on now. Let's get the quarterback, get to Gunner. Let's get this football back. Underneath. Oh, wide open. There was nothing we could do about that. No way. Oh, what a throw. You knew they were going to score eventually. We're off to a hot start. We're just fighting back, but surely we won't choke this 21-0 lead, right? Let's get a few yards here. Almost got the first down. Let's be safe here. Try to run an inside zone if I can with this stadium pulse. It's not letting me change to it. Oh my gosh, stressing me the frick out, man. Let's just throw to the running back anyway. Jam Miller's still going to find a way to pick up the first down. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hale, can we score? Do we have the speed? Yes, we do, actually. Oh, my gosh. What is his speed? Okay, 95 speed. That's fair. I'm telling you, dude, one thing I'm noticing is fast players actually feel fast in this game. I feel last year, he would have got caught here, even though he's a lot faster than these 3 defenders. We're getting the ball back again, boys. I might actually even call a timeout. If we score here, it is over. Oh, B was wide open. I need to be smart here. If I throw it to Y. Oh, the playmaker's different this year. I got to get used to it. I was too busy doing the Dougie with Keelan in the backfield. Preston Jeremy on the outside. That's a touchdown, isn't it? A good throw. He dropped it, didn't he? No, he caught it! I might be jinxing myself here. I'm gonna knock on wood. I have yet to throw an interception in college football 26. We know it's coming eventually, but hopefully not the next play after I said that. Post is open. What a dime. Oh no. If I throw this to A, George is challenging. I think I had a foot in bounds. I think that's a catch. First down. I mean, that was a wild one, but I'm all here for it. So we have the ball 1st and 10 right outside the 10-yard line. Gonna hand it off to Jam Miller. Cut back inside, and we are going to be stopped right at the 1-yard line. And Georgia's calling their timeouts because they are desperate to get the ball back and try and score. Jam Miller up the middle. Touchdown, Bama. That's 35-17, man. Another 3rd down and 10. Imagine we get the football one more time before half. Like, imagine. We get a sack. What is going on? Our defense is so locked in right now. Keep in mind, dude, this game is on the highest difficulty possible. Maybe, just maybe. Maybe, just maybe. In stride. Oh, what a play from the DB. Fellas, I have to say, this first half went about as good as I could have ever imagined. Like, what is going on? Jalen Hale stepping up for Ryan Williams after his injury. Like, what a freaking performance. And I have to say, fellas, who in a million years would have ever thought? 49-7 on Heisman difficulty away from home against number 3 Georgia with a true freshman quarterback and their Heisman hopeful receiver out with an injury. Limited Georgia to under 200 yards of offense. I think it's safe to say this team at this point is the favorite to win the national championship this year. What a game from every single player involved. I mean, genuinely, I'm speechless. All right, surely after that performance, we're at least a top 3 team in the country, right? Like, we gotta be. Okay, so we are all the way up to number 3 in the country. And then Ryan Williams is right back at risk of transferring. Why? And more bad news, dude. We just had multiple players commit to Ohio State. Like, where did this come from, Connor? We're just not doing good on the recruiting front, dude. Like, we literally haven't got a single commitment yet. What we have to do now is try and find a quarterback. Maybe either George or Santiago is our best bet. Okay, Santiago is a gem, but George has 85 speed, dude. His throwing stats aren't the greatest, but we'll try to go after both of them because, again, I got to give get one of these guys? Gosh, how did Illinois pass us, man? We cannot lose a 5-star, the #1 corner in the country to Illinois. I'm just not gonna allow it. I'm scared Matthew is gonna commit to Michigan as well, man. All right, we're going all in. We're gonna go ahead and hard sell on Dexter. Now, importantly, we need to check Ryan Williams is out for 6 weeks. Are you kidding me? Like, when did he even get hurt, dude? That is brutal. You know what would up the morale a little bit is if we don't lose to Vanderbilt for a second straight season. If we do, man, I might immediately be fired. We lost! Oh, it's so brutal! We lost. Oh, wow, we got the defensive player of the week. I gotta see what the heck happened. 34-28 after beating Georgia 49-7. That is so disappointing. We had so many players visiting this week, dude. Keelan with the stinker. We just couldn't get anything going offensively without Ryan Williams. That is so not good. I dropped us down to 13th in the country, man. I'm more worried about what that did to recruiting because we had so many players ready to visit. So I immediately locked out of Santiago, so we need to focus on George here. Matt Willie went committed to a team that we beat by 90. My goodness gracious, we really might not get a running back in this class. We gotta go and find a running back replacement because we gotta at least sign one. Emmanuel Subtle? Yeah, he's more of a power back, but we gotta sign somebody. We can find a fit for him. We still couldn't pass Boston College or Penn State. What we need to do is go ahead and schedule a visit against LSU. Good thing we're leading for Cade, so we probably also need to set that LSU visit for that week. Have multiple receivers coming in the same week, which should be big. And John is becoming so close to committing, man. You know what? Let's go ahead and send the house at him. Send the house and see if we can get our first commit of the year finally. Oh, great. One of the 5-star linemen doesn't want to come to us anymore. We can go ahead and set a visit for Andy McFadden as well. I mean, it's taken some time to get commits, but I feel like once we get one commit, they'll keep on rolling in all at once. Lost ground on Quincy here. Let's set him up a visit against LSU. Locked out of the 1 5-star guard we were going after. At least we're still looking really good for Lamont Liggins. Great. Rashawn Hasty locked us out. Still looking good for Raheem Warlow, which we need to schedule his visit, which we can't until week 12. Put some more points on him. We're still holding out some hope that we can get DeMar Marshall, but we're kind of starting to fall behind quite a bit. We could set a visit for this bye week. Our defensive tackle is starting to look so bad, man. We need a multiple. So you know what, dude? We need to go ahead and send the house of both of these guys. Dejan on a visit in a few weeks. Also hard sell. We got to get these 2 D tackles. I've got to. Oh no, LaMarcus is so close to committing to Notre Dame, man. I really don't know what we can do other than potentially, like, we could possibly pass them if we went to 50 minutes. We're gonna add another 10 minutes and see if we get lucky. If not, we're not gonna get an outside linebacker. We have a ton of ground we're gonna have to make up. Oh, great. We lost out on every single middle linebacker we're going after, man. Oh, and he had a visit coming up. That's what sucks about the visits, man. You could have just waited until you came to Tuscaloosa, brother. Now we have to try to go after multiple other middle linebackers. The good thing is we still have the portal, so we don't have to stress out way too much. Got these 2 fellows on the board. Just gonna offer them scholarships. We're unfortunately still in second for Seth Vaughn here, but we do have him visiting here soon. Gosh, he's gonna visit Illinois and commit, isn't he? At least we're first on Matt Busby's board, but he has also a visit coming up soon too. Gosh, we're second for Sharif now. That's insane, brother. We have to simulate this week versus Missouri. Please don't tell me we lose 2 in a row. I freaking beg. Oh my gosh, it took forever. 7 full weeks of the regular season, and we get our first commit, John Hart, the gadget wide receiver. I am, like, honestly most excited about him than anybody else. I'm so glad we got him. Now, is he the only commit? That's the question. We got 2. Oh my gosh, we somehow got very lucky. Got Stripling to commit. That's gonna be our lone outside linebacker we're probably gonna sign this season. Now, is it only 2? We get 3. Who's the 3rd? Matt Busby, cornerback. Now, I don't know if we're gonna get a 5-star. We had 3 4-stars in a row. And that's it. And multiple other players locked us out. My goodness. And we lost again. Oh, brother, what is happening? 49-31. What happened to our defense, man? Kind of the same as last year. The Georgia game was the peak for our season. We lose to Vanderbilt, then we start losing every game. We lost to Missouri by 18. We are falling apart without Ryan Williams right now. That really was detrimental to our season. We went up 21-0, by the way. I just want to point that out. 21-0. Then we got outscored 49-10 the rest of the game. Keelan, what's going on, brother? 4 picks. Like, he literally can't function without Ryan Williams in the offense. You just need to run the ball more, man. Literally could not stop Ahmad Hardy for the life of us. Our schedule gets no easier, man. We have to go and play Tennessee this week. Then we travel at number 3 undefeated South Carolina. If we don't turn things around, man, we might really miss the playoffs this season. Like, we're barely even ranked anymore. And we don't have a Heisman hopeful either anymore, man. Everything is falling apart just like that. The bad thing, we also are going to lose Connor Stoner to Auburn. So both running backs we wanted for some reason to go to Auburn. But for whatever reason, Emmanuel Suttle wants to come to us. So we're his only scholarship offer. He's a 5-star. I'll take it. We're still losing out on these wide receivers, man. Good thing is we have some visits coming up. We've got to find a way to land some 5-stars because still at the end of the day, dude, I want to finish with the top 10 class. We're so far behind the Ohio States and Georgias. They have 18, 17 commits. And dude, we literally have 3. We're the 68th class in the country. How am I going to finish top 10? I wanted top 5. Now we're even losing out on our tight ends, man. All right, one thing we did do, because we need a plethora of cornerbacks. We might not get Seth Vaughn because we keep falling back for some reason, even though I'm maxing them out. I'm going to add Quincy Carter and Brian Watford to our cornerback list. 2 4-stars. There's only 2 4-stars left that's interested in us. And it's going to be hard to catch up, but we're going to try to do everything we can to do so. All right, dude, if we lose this week against Tennessee, we already might be out of the running for the playoffs. Now, we do have some big games coming up after this, too. Like I said, we have to go to number 3 South Carolina after this week, but the games we're playing left in the season is at home against LSU. That's a big week. We have a ton of recruits visiting that week. And then last week of the season, the Iron Bowl away from home. So, like, there's still, like, a good, like, 2, maybe 3 games that we could lose in simulation. I think we're due for a win, though. No way we lose 3 straight games after beating Georgia by 42 points away from home. I don't believe it. We're speaking a W into existence here. I got a commitment. Our first 5-star player of the class. Our first 5-star commitment of college football 26, Raheem Warlow, edge defender, commits to Bama. Now, is he our only commitment? Yes. All right, we leveled up a lot there, and we got the win. Thank the Lord. And also, good news, no longer looks like Ryan Williams wants to transfer, but both of our safeties do. What's this? We got Motivator unlocked. Okay. Also got Tactician. Massive freaking news, fellas. We are now number 1 on the board for Seth Vaughn, and I feel like there's no way he doesn't commit this upcoming week. We passed Illinois. His Illinois visit's already out of the way, so I feel like we should be getting a 5-star cornerback extremely soon. Now, I have a bad feeling I'm not going to end up signing any offensive guards, so I am going to put the last 2 remaining 4-stars on my board, off from scholarships, but I don't like my chances, especially considering it's already about to be in his top 5. Huge game this week, fellas, versus number 3 undefeated South Carolina. If we can win this week, we're probably back in the top 10. I gotta see, though. Like, who has South Carolina beat at this point? Okay, so they beat Missouri at Missouri, who beat us by 90 points. They did beat LSU and LSU, and then beat Oklahoma, so they have some really good wins in their schedule. No wonder they're ranked number 3. All right, this could be a game that completely turns our season around. Things kind of got sour for a minute, but this could get us right back on track to making the playoffs and maybe even competing for the SEC championship. We'll advance to next week. It's gonna be a tough one regardless. We got a commitment, and it's from 5-star Lamont Liggins. That is big. The best center in the country coming to Bama. Now, is that our only commitment? No, it's not. We get ourselves Dejon Brown, defensive tackle. We know that's such a big position. How about that cornerback, though? How about that cornerback? How about the 5-star cornerback? Come on, Seth! I told you guys they were gonna come hot and heavy, and unfortunately, we had a ton of players. A ton of players lock us out this week, but it's fine. We can spend our time elsewhere. Okay, we lost. The season might be over. We lost even though Jalen Hell had SEC Offensive Player of the Week. How bad did we lose? I mean, man, it's our defense that's letting us down. Gave up 41 points again. Just wish Keelan Russell could get back to playing how he did the first few weeks of the season, and we would still be undefeated. I feel like we should just be running the ball a lot more, man. I mean, for us to make the playoffs at this point, dude, would be an absolute miracle. We're gonna have to win out. Let's get past this bye week, which I do think we have a few players visiting, so we might get another commit or 2 here. Hopefully, a 5-star. Do we get a commitment, and it's from a 4-star tight end, Mr. Littlejohn. Do we get another one? That's the only commitment that week. Oh no, what do you mean, dude? We got locked out by the 5-star wide receiver? And here we go, back to having Ryan Williams want to transfer. If we lose him, dude, we are not making the playoffs next season. Oh, this is brutal, dude. I don't know what happened. I don't know why he locked us out, but he did. He wants to go to either Penn State or Boston College. So hopefully we can get Audric here, or we're not going to land ourselves a 5-star receiver. Oh, great. The 5-star offensive tackle I've been looking after all year long. All of a sudden commits to Ohio Ohio State. Great. Now we'll be lucky to get a 4-star. I'm even resorting to some 3 stars of positions that we desperately need. Like, there's still the transfer portal. Just trying to slide in on some of these 4 stars that haven't decided where they're going yet. Like, I'm trying to get as much talent as possible, and I'm also trying to get a top 10 class at least. And I have to say, dude, this week against LSU is a must-win. When you also consider that we have a ton of prospects visiting this week, if we fail to win at home here, you can kiss our playoff hopes goodbye. I mean, if we can beat the Georgia Bulldogs by 42 points in Athens, like, surely we can take care of LSU at home here, right? This is the first game I'm not gonna have to worry about a stadium pull, so I'm excited about that. First play? I mean, big hit, at least we're laying the boom. But LSU just got more first downs in the first play of the game than Georgia did the entire first quarter when we played them earlier this season. At least we're clamping down now. Gotta remember, Garrett Nussmeier was a preseason Heisman favorite, so you know he's gonna be slinging the rock, and he's probably gonna have a good game. Slants, again, that's gonna be a first down. We got an injury. Okay, another run. We're stopping that one too. So it's gonna be a 3rd and long. Hopefully we can get off the field so we can actually get the ball, take a lead, not lose this game. He's been throwing a lot of quick passes, and oh my gosh, right at the sticks for the first. Garrett Nussmeier is on a complete different level right now than what Gunnar Stockton was earlier. So, again, man, like, we're at least containing the run right now. So if we can just stop Garrett Nussmeier, we should be fine. Again, another run, and this time he heard what I was saying, picked up about 6. So since we currently can't stop Garrett Nussmeier, we're just going to send a blitz. Hopefully they actually run the ball here. Which they, oh, he's going to keep it. We're going to stop him. 4th and 6. They're probably going to kick the field goal. They're going to make it. But with the way they're moving the football, that entire drive, I'm just glad it didn't end in 6. Maybe they miss it. And it's going to be right down the freaking middle. 3-0 LSU. Going to come out cheesy. The pop pass. And LSU is all over it. We're only going to get a singular yard. Hopefully we can have a big game with Keelan, man, because he has been struggling. We got to get him back on track. I mean, it was bound to happen. He's a true freshman, man. Bounce the outside, Jam Miller. It's going to be a first down. Hopefully we can get him going this game. Be careful here. Don't throw our first interception of the season. Oh, my first pick of college football 26 goes back for a pick 6. Oh, I'm such a moron. Why am I playing worse at home than I did away from home? Oh, I didn't see him. That's all on me, man. I just didn't see him sitting there lurking. We have got to lock the frick in here, dude, or our playoff hopes are over. Post should be open. All right, done. That's what we need. More of that. Important. Wide open. First down. Just throw it into space. We'll come back. Should be open. Beautiful throw. Beautiful catch. That's more like it. This time, the drag's actually open without a pick 6 being thrown inside the 10 now. I mean, yeah, the start to this game sucked, but at least we've came out and answered, and that's all you can really do when you make a mistake. Put it in the back of your mind. Move forward with your life. Jam Miller, let's try to make this a 3-point game. This time, Young checks in the backfield, up the middle, touchdown, Alabama, just like that. That is the exact drive that we needed there. But unfortunately, LSU's already got the ball at midfield, man. We cannot get to Garrett Nussmeier for nothing, and thank God that was an accurate throw without already been LSU in the red zone. It's kind of nuts because we have had no problem at all rushing the quarterback this season, and we cannot get to Garrett at all. And just like that RPO against the blitz first down, they're already in field goal range. Oh, and now they're trying to stress me out. They're going hurry up. Oh, I'm in the wrong camera angle. Oh, no, dude, just get him down, get him down. Oh, God, thank the Lord. Get the fumble, get the fumble. Oh, that would have been huge. At least we finally did get to the quarterback. Let's make sure we don't rough the kicker here. Kick is going to be wide. Thank God. It is our freaking time to shine here, boys. It is time to take this lead. Action pass for Keelan. Oh, no, I did it again. I did it again. What is going on? Oh, why? I saw the green grass right here, and I thought this linebacker was trailing with Bernard, and he just stopped at the last second. That's so unfortunate. I thought that was going to be nothing but open grass. So I think it is definitely safe to say right now I am not doing myself any favors. Like I said, man, the one thing we can do is just put that in the back of our minds, move forward with our life. Hopefully get a pick 6 here, make up for that. Come on, right here. But please, he's beat bad. That's a touchdown, LSU, 17-7. Oh, my gosh. Oh, man, gotta score. I've absolutely gotta score here. Jam Miller, decent little run to start the drive. Oh, my gosh, that's a touchdown of our own here. Beat him off the press coverage. I mean, it wasn't the greatest throw. If he let him, that could have been a touchdown, but we'll take the catch. Okay, they're pressing again on the outside. As long as they press, I'm going to keep throwing it deep and see if they can beat them. Which he did again. Back-to-back plays. This time, leads them not in stride. That is so unfortunate. And Miller up the middle, and he is going to fall forward for about 6. Make sure we get the first down here. You know what? Wide open. Last second. Throws the football. Tied in with the grab. Keep on running, brother. Drags are kind of hurting him right now, so let's try it again. Wide open. I threw a little bit too late, but but he somehow hung on to that football. Horton with the touchdown. That brings us within 3 once again, pitting the extra points. I mean, with the mistakes I'm making in the first half of this game, dude, I wouldn't be shocked if I freaking missed this right here. Oh, what do you know? LSU with the football right around midfield again. I mean, it's been crazy. Like, it's really been my defense that's been screwing us up second half of the season. Like, for some reason, we're allowing like 40 points a game, and we're about to allow 40 points in this first half. God, at this point, dude, just keep him out of the end zone. Oh, no. That's a touchdown. Oh, my gosh. What is happening? How did I beat Georgia by 42 points, man? Hale over the middle on the sling. He's going to drop the ball. One thing we cannot afford to do is punt this football back to LSU here. It should be easy. First down connection. Hangs on to the football. That is massive. And oh, no. Our freaking first-round potential pick at center just hurt his knee. Gosh, like, LSU is getting pressure like no other team so far. Hey, it's just a bruised knee. Get back in the game, Parker. Oh, no, see, like I said, dude, they're getting pressure so fast. Yeah, dude, not a soul open. Come back again. Oh, and he overthrew him. Dude, this is just one of those games where literally everything is going wrong. LSU scores here. I'm telling you guys, the GG. Come on, big hit, make him bubble. Please get the ball, please get the ball. Please score, please score, please score. Right back in this ball game, baby. Keon Sabb with the recovery. Oh my God, we needed something like that big time. Oh man, somehow, someway, right back in this ball game. And somehow, someway, LSU right back at midfield, man. Got to keep him out of the end zone here. They play action. Wide open, goodness. The quick passing game is absolutely destroying our defense. See, RPOs, I just literally cannot stop them. This is such a big game to win, too. Like, not only is the playoff implications, we have so many recruits visiting this week. We need a miracle. Please, please, please. Oh, my gosh. I really thought he had a chance to jump and pick that off, man. So what are the odds we can score again here in 48 seconds? Even a field goal would make it a one-possession game, and I'd take that. And with the cheesy jet sweep pop pass, and they're even stopping that. Over the middle. Horton first down. Can we get out of bounds? Not quite. Hurry up, hurry up. We do have all 3 timeouts. Oh gosh, the clock is ticking. Clock is ticking. This time, we're just going to take off. And that should put us in field goal range. We're going to call a timeout, but I want to try and actually score a touchdown. To be smart with the football, though. Oh, just throw the ball away. Goodness gracious. Bernard got him beat. Bernard had him beat. Come on, touchdown, touchdown. Oh my gosh. This should be 6, brother. Oh my gosh. I threw another interception. What am I doing? Oh, I'm not gonna lie. This is by far the lowest morale has been all video long. I'm making mistakes like I didn't do in the first 2 games. I cannot stop LSU's offense. I right now feel like this is an impossible game to win. What sucks is I should have at least kicked the field goal there. We should have connected on that touchdown pass. But even with the field goal, it'd be a one-possession game now with the chance to tie. But if anything, man, we just gotta make sure we score 6 in this drive. I'm seeing ghost. At least Keelan's kind of fast. So I'm going to pick up about 12. No, let's just take off. Block for me, 8, please. That's all I needed. That's all we needed. Oh, the crosser is wide open. Please catch that. Please catch it in stride. First down, we take it. Huge play. We cannot get this close and not score. Just not going to let it happen. Slant's open. Catch it in stride. He's going to hang on to it. It's going to set up for a 3rd down and 2. Such a huge play here. And I'm calling a run, but I don't like a broad one. Zig, it's open. It's not. Oh, he broke a tackle. Oh my gosh, 4th and inches. We're going with the quarterback sneak. Oh, why do I not like the look of this, man? Like, if we do not pick up an inch on 4th and inches on the quarterback sneak, it's just not in the cards. Russell, he didn't get it. I actually genuinely cannot believe what I just saw. Oh, I'm telling you, it is just not in the freaking cards, boys. Quick passes. It's just going to be impossible to stop him for a safety, too. Play action pass, please. Please, pick the ball up. What? What? Oh, you got to be kidding me! We're at the point, man, where the morale is starting to get very, very low. I mean, things can change quickly, but this rate, I just don't see how we win. Just please make the tackle. Please make the tackle. Oh my gosh, it's the hardest stop of all time. Just shut up and play ball here, brother. We still have a chance. Please, Bernard. Please, man. Oh, it's overthrown again. Keelan Russell is having a freaking stinker right now, boys. Give him a shot, please. Please go up. I might go for this, actually. I mean, this might be the ball game here, boys. Genuinely. Wish me luck. Nobody's open. Yep. I just had to throw it. And it just, yep. I'm locking in, boys. I'm going to find a way to win. Get the tackle, please. All right, we're going to hold him to a field goal. I mean, after everything, he missed. Oh, my goodness. After everything, it is still just a 10-point ball game. I'm honestly, I admit, like, I'm having a bad game. Having a very, very bad game. Having a stinker. So I'm going to have to do what it takes to win. So that might mean running the football a little bit more than normal. There's a flag. I don't know for what. Like, do I just throw the ball away? Oh, is it going to be holding? That's the last thing that we needed. Again, I'm just seeing ghosts right now. Like, literally everything seems like it's just completely clamped. Please, dude. Please. No, wait, where's that ball going, brother? Oh, that's 5 interceptions. 5 interceptions. Garrett Nussmeier, the keeper, touchdown LSU. That might be ball game. I actually want to throw up. There's a flag that actually might be pass interference. Hey, we actually caught a break for once. We can't block this game, literally. And now Keelan Russell is hurt. Now Ty Simpson comes in at quarterback. Yeah, it's literally everybody's clamp, man. I don't know what to do. LSU has the best defense I've ever seen in my life. Jam Miller's opened that safety's back there, and he's... catch. I'm gonna have to go for this. He's open. Please, please, please catch this. Please catch this. Thank God. We are still in this ball game. Not by a lot. It's not close, but we are still in this ball game. Again, like, they're just destroying the interior of our offensive line. It's nuts. Ty Simpson's not the fastest guy on the planet, but let's get a few yards. Oh, fellas, we have got to have it. Please. In stride. Overthrew him again! Alright, we got to Garrett Nussmeier. We're going to have an absolute miracle. We're literally going to have to score 18 points in 4 minutes. Keelan Russell checks back in. We're going to go with the short game here. Probably what we should have been doing all game long after I threw 35 picks. I mean, maybe I should ran this play all game long. Jam Miller, get out of bounds. Alright, wide open tight end. He's going to get hawked by Harold Perkins. We're not going to score. Keelan Russell, please, please get into the end zone. We still can't score. Oh my gosh, we scored a touchdown. Miracles! Went for 2 just for the heck of it. Now a 9-point game. So what are the odds we actually get this onside kick here? I mean, that'd be nice. Big hit, please. Big hit, please. Got the big hit, but no fumble. That's all Madden for you. You got my first all Madden crash out of the year. Like, what can you say, man? Like, a lot of it was on me. And then it's just this Heisman. I mean, 6 interceptions, just absolutely insane, man. Garrett Nussmeier threw 2 incompletions all game long. QB rating of 219. All in all, man, just like from start to finish, just an absolute travesty of a performance. I mean, what a start we had of the season, man. Like, I thought we were winning the national championship. And we've lost, what, 4 out of 5? Like, literally so reminiscent of last season, it's insane. I mean, maybe if we went out, there's a slight chance, but I doubt it, dude. I just want revenge against Auburn in week 14, and I just really, really, really want to end the season off with a win. Like, I can't let that be my last performance of the season, and that be what everybody remembers. So that literally might be the worst game I've ever played in my life. There we go. Ryan Williams right back at risk of transferring. Hey, at least good news. We have a shot to get a quarterback this class in George Ikegwanu. Going first for this 5-star running back. We're still in second for Audric, though. I'm going to be so disappointed if we don't get either of those 5-star receivers that we were after. Also missed out on the 5-star tight end. At least leading now for this 4-star tackle. Man, not even to get this 4-star guard. We'll be lucky to get a 3-star guard. We really need to sign like 2 or 3 offensive guards this year. And just in case you're curious, at this point in time, it is not looking good for recruiting either. 8 commits, 3 5-stars, 5 4-stars, has us 20th in the country. So, I mean, if we get some more commits, we could rise up here, but I really don't know if we're going to get top 10. I mean, how are we supposed to compete with Georgia and Ohio State to have 28 and 24 commits already? I can't even begin to describe how important it is that we beat Oklahoma here. I mean, if we don't beat Oklahoma, I might get fired. I'm going to get fired. Ryan Williams is going to transfer. All my top players are going to transfer. Hey, good news. We at least got a commitment. Thank God. And again, Ryan Williams no longer wants to transfer. At this point, how many more weeks is Ryan Williams out? Apparently, he's healthy again, which is like, I'm telling you, that's what derailed our season. We were having such a good season and he randomly got hurt. Okay, so we beat Oklahoma quite handily, so at least we answered the LSU loss pretty well. Keelan with a decent game, definitely not as good, you know, as he started this season, but a good game. Barely ran the football, and Ryan Williams was back to his old self. 7 catches, 76 yards. Now, surely we don't have to worry about losing the FCS Midwest here. Hopefully win by 70, throw for 500 yards so Ryan Williams is happy. Looks like we got a commitment. We got ourselves a quarterback. I wanted one quarterback in this class, and we got one in George. Actually got a second commitment. That's from Zach, our first 3-star. I really didn't want to delve into the 3-stars, but we needed at least one strong safety because we might lose all our safeties to the portal. Thankfully, we did win. Now it all comes down to Iron Bowl week, which I do have to say, boys, we are not even close to getting top 25 votes. So the college football playoff might definitely be out of the question. Right now, no real shockers, I would say. In the top 10, South Carolina lost our first game to Coastal Carolina. Duke might make the playoffs. Boise State probably will. A lot of stuff can still happen. We just need like 10 different teams to lose for us to have a chance. So with this being our last week to recruit before the transfer portal, we are currently, okay, a top 10 class somehow. I mean, I'm not going to complain. We're probably going to get bumped out because we're only going to have maybe 15 commits from actual high schoolers, but we're going to have to do a bulk of our work in the transfer portal. Like, we'll probably have to pick up like 10, 15 players, if not more. But literally all that matters to me in this moment is beating Auburn by 100 points, especially after stealing both our running backs. I've been to 3 Iron Bowls in my life, 2 at Jordan-Hare Stadium, and guess what? Bama's lost both of those, including the kick 6. So this right here is personal to me, dude. I want to be the first college team to ever score 1,000. All right, we got to remember Ryan Williams is back. Unfortunately, I don't know what button he is, man. I still don't. Goodness gracious, we're going to scramble. Like, the one thing I can't do this game is throw interceptions. I went 2 games without throwing picks and threw 6 in 1. So I'm not on my A game right now, so I'm just going to have to be very careful in this game because the last thing I want to do right now is lose to Auburn. Yeah, no shot. And there's just no way that's the way this game is starting. Keep my composure. I'm a grown man. Force feed Ryan Williams with the cheese. And we're going to get about 9. Jam Miller up the middle, going nowhere. Jam Miller again. At least we get the first down. Like, with how bad this game started, dude, I've got to score a touchdown this drive. Again, our offensive line is playing so bad the last few games. The first few games that we played, they were phenomenal. I feel like that's why we were doing so well. And now I can't block for anything. Maybe Ryan Williams late, come back to the football. There's a flag, though. Is that really going to be holding, or is that going to be illegal touching, actually? It's going to be illegal touching. It's going to be 4th down. This is just the continuation of the LSU game, man. Like, if I actually lose to Auburn here, dude, I am never, and I mean never, going to live it down. Okay, at least we come out playing good defense. Play action. Can we get a pick 6 here? A little dump off. All right, keep everything in front of you. Going 5 wide. I might actually blitz. Oh, this might be a big mistake. We're blitzing, boys. Quick pass. Have it in front of us. That's going to be a 3 and out. Exactly what we needed for morale. Running back out of the backfield. We can do some short stuff here just to get morale back. Miller on the toss. We have a lot of space here. Can we just not fumble? He is open. The throw. The catch. Horton on the grab. Just outside the red zone. That's what we needed. Play action. Oh, the tight end. Wide open. Touchdown, Alabama. Thank goodness, dude. It is such a euphoric feeling actually remembering what it feels like to go down the field and score. Auburn backed up to a 3rd down and 9 here, fellas. Maybe we can get off the field. Score a touchdown next drive. Win this football game. Arnold slides, which means that's going to be Alabama football. Big 3rd down and 10 here, and I literally can't make a hot route. I can barely even see how much time's on the clock. Take off with Keelan. Come on, can you make this throw across your body? You can't. And Keelan Russell goes down. That's the 2nd time he's been injured this year. All right, no fake punt or anything crazy here, man. Our defense has been playing good this game. I just hope our offense can eventually play as good. Bruised shoulder, dude, he can stay in. Run. Okay, they actually got a 1st down for once. Big hit. Come on, give me a fumble. A lot of motion going on here. It's going to be an RPO, which we're all over it. Literally only gained a yard, and fellas, that is going to take us into the 2nd quarter. And I have to say, this game started off terribly. At least it's not a blowout like the LSU game. 3rd and 4, we have got to get off the field here. It's going to be a swing pass. No. Come on, get there. Okay, we did just enough to bat the ball down. That's all that matters. We'll get this football back. Jam on the toss, loses 5 yards. So with the screen pass here. Got some blockers. Okay, that's more like it. Some dink and dunk action. Don't have to think. My brain doesn't have to fire. Talk about your brain not having to fire. Let's go with the jet sweep here. Ryan Williams with the football. Not going anywhere. Ryan Williams, please, in stride. That's what we've been missing for over 2 months, man. Brother, can you please not transfer? Oh, no. Okay, a broken tackle would have been a touchdown for Auburn, so we'll take it. Our defense has been playing phenomenal, man. Literally have not gave up a single point yet. Their only point was on a fumble. And Jackson Arnold scrambles around. Can we big hit him? I mean, obviously at this point, you just need to hold him to a field goal. Okay, that's a Jackson Arnold that I know and love. All right, 3rd down and goal. Please, dude, play the sticks, play at the end zone. And they're going to run the ball. And they got scarily close to scoring a touchdown. I'm curious, they're actually going to kick the field goal. I would be the happiest man on this side of the Mississippi River if he misses his field goal. In, right down the middle. There's a flag. Oh no, oh no, oh no. That's gonna be a free 1st down. Oh my goodness, you can't make it up. Dude, just, you know, sometimes in life, bad things happen. All you can do is keep that chin up, keep smiling, and hopefully get another stop. Oh, please. Please, 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 touchdown, Auburn. That's unbelievable. I mean, it's one of those things, like, what can you do? Give me this football and let's score again. Got sacked. My guards have been really bad this year. 3rd down and 16, brother. We need a miracle. I'm going to eat the Ryan. We don't get the throw off. It's just pressure in our face all game long. Ever since the LSU game, like, something happened to our offensive line. They were perfect the first 2 games we played. Well, pop pass from there in. We're going to be all over it if we could tackle. Okay, Auburn's chewing clock right now, which is kind of wild. Got to him. Thank goodness. Let me call timeout. We're going to get the ball back with about a minute left to go. I want to put up points and go into halftime with a lead. I still want to somehow come out of this game with a 3-touchdown dub. I'll be happy. Please. 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 In stride. Bernard with the grab. Ryan Williams on the drag. Touchdown, Bama. His 2nd of the half as we take what I believe is a well-deserved touchdown lead going into halftime. I mean, Auburn's got the ball back here, 3rd down and 9. Like, maybe we get the ball back with like 15 seconds left. Maybe we can squeak in a little field goal or something, or maybe we can force them to a punt or something here. Just getting wide open 1st down. Let's make sure they don't score points now. Fumble would be great, brother. So that's going to bring us into the half. 21-14. Like, we've been scratching, we've been clawing. It has not been a perfect game. Some unfortunate things have gone against us, but as long as we end this game with more points than Auburn, I don't care. I'd rather, you know, a 100-point victory. But at the end of the day, dude, we just can't lose the Iron Bowl. All right, this would be lovely from our defense if we start the 2nd half by forcing a 3-and-out. He's going to keep the ball, and Jackson Arnold's going to take off. I'm telling you, eventually, we're going to cause him to fumble. If he keeps running the ball, it's already 10 rushes for him. RPO action, but we're all over it. We're causing so many big hits. I mean, I'm telling you, I really feel like we're due for forcing a fumble. All the big hits, all the times Jackson Arnold's ran the ball. I think the ball is going to be put on the ground here sometime during this 3rd quarter. Goes Arnold again, maybe right here. If we can land a big hit. Auburn's going to hurry up every play now. Like, their players have got to be tired. Oh, give me a fumble. Another big hit. Too much has been scrambling. Put a spy on him. Oh my goodness. We got lucky with the drop there. We're getting this football back. Let's score a touchdown and take a 2-possession lead so we at least have a little bit of breathing room. Okay, good run from Miller. Probably the best run we've had from all season. Williams on the drag, and he's picked up about 5. Oh, great, I can't hot route. I'm so tired of this stadium. Williams on the drag, he's open. I just needed something short, simple enough to pick up the 1st. I mean, like, even a field goal on this drive would be big just to know we have a 2-possession lead. Oh, no, don't pick the... He picked the ball up. That is insane. That is insane. I'm telling you, dude, somebody cursed us starting in the LSU game. Again, the past is the past, and the present is the present. All we can do is look forward, chin up, try to force a turnover. I mean, I might actually send some pressure here and see if we can knock them out of field goal range, because if they don't get points, I won't be so salty. And that's exactly what happened. Let's go. Like I said, dude, just gotta calm down, lower those cortisol levels. Everything's gonna be okay. Jam starts to drive off nice with a 5-yarder. Another nice little drag route to Bernard. Picks up the 1st. Down the seam. He's wide open. That could be a touchdown. Horton. Touchdown, Bama. Auburn goes down. 2 touchdowns. My God. My heart, soul, and blood pressure levels needed that one badly. 3rd down and 9. No shot, right? Pick this off. Pick this off. Bang! Damani Jackson coming up with the pick. Let's put this game out of reach once and for all. We'll dump off. Williams again over the middle, 1st down and more. Oh, I just really hope, man, this game means he doesn't transfer. Time to put your 4s up as we enter the 4th quarter here. And I have to say, dude, it's definitely not over yet. This is Jordan-Hare Stadium. Like, insane stuff happens here. You definitely can expect some twist along the way. That's just what happens in the Iron Bowl. Unless Jam Miller can take this to the house. Oh, no. B is open. If I can make the throw... And he dropped the ball. I might honestly just chunk this deep to Ryan over here. You obviously can't tell what route I'm running because this stadium pulse. But even if I throw a pick, man, just consider it a punt. Okay, he's definitely not open at all. So if he can come back to it, please. Please, Ryan Williams. Oh my gosh, dude, that's huge. That is huge. I honestly probably shouldn't be running the speed option, pitching the ball backwards. Oh, God, there goes Ryan Williams hurt again. I was about to say the one thing I cannot do here is, like, put the ball in harm's way. Even pitching the ball back in a little speed option, like, Auburn could easily take that back. They could score 14 points. That's just kind of the stuff that happens in the Iron Bowl. Now, hopefully Ryan isn't that injured. Elon's going to take off and slide so he doesn't get hurt. Just bruised ribs, no big deal. Come back in the game, buddy. Out route. He's going to make the grab. All right, 3rd and goal. The one thing I cannot do here, turn the ball over. So if we have to settle for a field goal, it is what it is. I'm trying my best just to win this game one way or another. I can't hot route either, man. It is what it is. Oh, running back. Wide open. Jam Miller. That's ball game. I mean, I don't know how much this makes up for it, but like at the end of the day, at least this makes me feel a lot better about that LSU disaster class. Well, fellas, maybe not as big of a win as the Georgia game earlier this season, but as I said, fellas, the Iron Bowl is a tricky game, and as long as you win the Iron Bowl, at least some of the fans in the state of Alabama are happy. I mean, the stats kind of lie a little bit here. It definitely wasn't Keelan's best game, but still so much better than the LSU one. Really good game from Jam. Really, every single receiver that was targeted ended up with a touchdown, and really, dude, like, this shows you right here why we were missing Ryan Williams in that LSU game. Like what a performance. Now, we still have a bowl game yet to come, and I want to see who we're projected to play against. Projected to play against Tulsa in the Gator Bowl. So let's get to that bowl game before we get to the transfer portal, and we're gonna have some tough decisions to make when it comes to the portal. Like, do I go after a quarterback because Keelan kind of had, you know, a disappointing season? Get a running back, 5-star. Now, is that our only commitment? Yes. At least we got back in the top 25, now ranked 22. What really is disappointing, dude, is if we didn't have that disaster class against LSU, I really believe we would have still made the playoffs. Honestly, if we would have won any of these 4 games, I really think we would have made it. Now, stats on the year, Keelan Russell, 4,600 yards, 41 touchdowns to 16 picks. Actually, not as bad as what I thought. Like, again, 6 of those were thrown in the same game. But it's like, I still don't really know, man. Like, if there's like an insane quarterback in the portal, I might go after him. But if not, man, Keelan's been okay. I mean, keep in mind, he's still a true freshman. He's already up to an 85 overall. Now, on the ground, honestly, a little disappointing from Jam. Only 679 yards, 14 touchdowns. We just really, I guess, run the ball that much. And through the air, yeah, Ryan Williams only got to play in 6 games. Like, he was on pace to, what, 1,500 yards? But Jeremy, Isaiah Horton both picked up the slack with really good seasons. And defensively, old LT Overton led us with 10 sacks. Good season from Tim Keenan and LaMarcus Fox. We had Damani Jackson lead us with 5 interceptions. It does suck that I do think we're going to lose both these guys. I think Xavier's going to leave in the portal for whatever reason. We don't have his playing style. Same thing with Bray Hubbard too, man. I hope he just actually goes to the draft and doesn't enter the portal. That'll make me sad. Now, what about the Heisman? Ooh, looks like he can go to Cade Klubnik, Tyler Brown, his receiver behind him. And you do have Jeremiah Smith. Looks like he's going to finish about 5th. I mean, there's still a few games to be played, so it's definitely not a for sure thing who's going to win it. But at this point, Keelan did lead the country in passing yards. It's just Cade, you know, only threw 4 interceptions. Tawee Walker from Cincinnati, 1,600 yards, 18 tutties. And Ahmad Hardy, who ran crazy against us earlier this season when Missouri beat us, had a very, very good year. He had Jordan Dwyer from TCU lead the country, 1,400 yards, and he had Tyler Brown. No wonder he's in the Heisman race, 18 touchdown grabs. And then you have Romello Brinson from SMU at 21. Defensively, you had Jack Kelly from BYU lead the country, 14 sacks. Stanquan Clark with 13, and Jamoy Robinson with 10.5. And at this point in time, what is the college football playoff bracket looking like? Looks like Tulane's the 12 seed, Boise State's in there, Duke's in there. I would love for one of Tulane, Boise, or Duke to win this whole thing. Now, on the recruiting front, dude, it's about as close as it possibly can be. Cade Odrick here. We're like right behind USC, and honestly, I think they're going to end up getting him to commit, which sucks. It's another 5-star receiver we could add. Oh, we now have the 8th ranked class. Like, so maybe with a good transfer portal, we could somehow finish top 5. Although, again, I just don't know how we're going to beat Georgia and their 34 stars, or Ohio State with their 5 stars. We actually, even though as a newbie, we have the 2nd most 5 stars committed in the entire country. We're at conference championship week, and I'm at the point where I can manage staff. Like, I don't know if I'm going to want to fire either of these guys. They're both level 30. Kane Womack, former South Alabama head coach, you know, my alumni. I feel wrong firing him. I do want to see what his talent tree is. Okay, so his talent tree is Scheme Guru, and I'm not going to lie, I really do wish I had a recruiter at coordinator. I don't think I'm going to fire him. Don Hubbard does have a recruiter, which does help. As much as I do want to get a defensive coordinator that has the recruiter tree, I just can't fire Kane. I can't do it. Let's see who ends up winning all the conference championships. Wow, Tyler Brown ends up winning the Heisman. That was definitely my prediction in the preseason. We have to match up against Oregon State in the Las Vegas Bowl. Just out of pure curiosity, like, who's offering me? We get the Kentucky offensive coordinator job. We get the Nebraska head coach offer. And you best believe I am definitely not leaving the University of Alabama to be the head coach at Troy. Not happening. So across college football, we had some insane things happen, like Brent Venables, Matt Rule, Billy Napier got fired. Mike Gundy, after being at Oklahoma State for 50 years, it feels like he got fired. Tim Beck at Coastal Carolina got fired, although they took down undefeated South Carolina. And outside of that, maybe nothing way too insane. And did we at least have any All-Americans on either side of the football? And it doesn't look like. Keelan Russell didn't even finish second team, but he did finish all freshmen. Now, what was the final college football playoff bracket? Hawaii made it. That's insane. No Boise State, no Tulane? All right, then let's see if Hawaii can beat the Heisman Trophy winner. Well, this is why Tulsa upset Tulane in the AAC championship. Clemson won the ACC. Iowa State won the Big 12. Michigan won the Big 10. How insane. Hawaii upset Boise State and they made the playoffs. Yeah, Texas beat South Carolina to win the SEC. Now, first of all, we're just going to simulate this bowl game. I don't think anybody wants to watch me play the Las Vegas Bowl. Las Vegas Bowl champions, let's go. And hold on. We got to check something out after that. Our first ever trophy earned in college football 26 is the Las Vegas Bowl trophy. I mean, not anything way too special, but at least it's a bowl game win, unlike Alabama got last year. So hopefully we'll be adding a national championship trophy to this trophy room here soon. You can even specifically go in by your individual dynasties. Like, you have my dynasty with Bama right here and you see the trophies. That's actually so dope. You even see the score right there. So I did just want to update our coach tree. I'm now a B- prestige coach, so we'll definitely take that. I've just been maxing out all the recruiting stuff. I'm probably going to keep it going. Probably should have put them both towards the secondary so I could have got Portal King. So we need another cornerback, maybe even some safeties out of the portal. Hey, look, I got some more offers. I even got the South Carolina job. Wait, what happened to their coach? Two teams that beat me this season want me to be their head coach. Oh, he went to Florida. That's crazy. We left South Carolina after an incredible season. He's in the playoffs, by the way, to go to Florida. Speaking of the playoffs, what's the update here? Clemson obliterated Hawaii. Yeah, dude, Shane Beamer left in the middle of the playoffs. Like, they're in the quarterfinal versus Ohio State. What are we doing? Oh, Duke was so close to upsetting Georgia. Yeah, at this point, dude, in the quarterfinals, not really any shockers. So we'll go ahead and simulate the national championship. And keep in mind, right after that, dude, we had the transfer portal, which apparently we're going to lose our entire secondary. And your 2025 national championship matchup is going to be South Carolina and Texas. Like, isn't that just literally a SEC championship rematch? So our first national champion in college football 26 is going to be South Carolina, 45-35. I mean, I guess Shane Beamer stayed until the end of the playoffs, but why would he leave a national champion for Florida? And I forgot to show the more important bowl game, our Las Vegas Bowl. We won 47-35. Elon Russell, big game. Jam Miller, great game. Ryan Williams, kind of a moderate one. But at least for now, it doesn't look like he's going to be leaving for the portal. I wish I could say the same for my entire secondary. But you also got to see here the new college football history tab, so you'll be able to see who wins the national championship every single season. You couldn't really do that last year, so I think this is a massive upgrade. You also can see who wins all the conference championships every year, dating all the way back to 1896. What in the world? You can also see who won every single Heisman Trophy all the way back to 1935. You can see the first ever national champion, which was Princeton. Brother, this is awesome. But you know what's not about to be awesome is the transfer portal coming up. Oh, I did get a little bit lucky because right before we enter the transfer portal, I do get to go ahead and add the other upgrade to secondary. So the defensive backs will be more interested once we start the portal. Oh God, here we go, dude. Players leaving. And oh my gosh, this is about to be brutal. Literally 14 players are transferring. Both of our backup quarterbacks, by the way. Oh, that freshman tight end, man, he wants to leave. Another freshman 78 overall cornerback could probably be our starter. Oh man, both our best offensive linemen are gone too to the draft. Both of our starting safeties, who would probably be like a 94, 95 overall at the start of next season. Isaiah Horton wants to leave because of pro potential? Literally, like, all my cornerbacks are gone too, dude. And I can only try to persuade like 7 of these guys. Like, my God, dude, we might even be worse next year. So, like, who do I even start with? There's no point in trying to persuade these guys leaving for the draft. There's no chance. Like, everybody either low or extremely low. Like, there's a good chance I don't bring one of these guys back. Like, do I start with these true freshmen? Like, Dijon, Caleb Edwards? Like, what do you mean playing time? Like, Dijon might be my best corner next year. Because, like, Xavier Brown even wants to go. So, like, let's just start with Dijon. Like, we need him to come back badly. All right, Dijon, I am on my hands and knees freaking begging you, brother. Come back to Bama. And, oh my God, we got ourselves a good start. I have a feeling, though, that is legitimately going to be the only player we get to come back. I feel like that was actually really lucky. Now, will we have the same success with Caleb Edwards here? I still can't believe both of our backup quarterbacks are leaving, man. We, as of right now, have Keelan Russell and a true freshman. But Caleb Edwards, brother, it worked the first time. I'm on my hands and knees for you. But what are the odds we can actually go 2 for 2 here? Oh my God. I must be the most persuasive head coach of all time. Oh, I'm actually kind of hyped up, but like now I know like everybody else that I try to get to stay, they're leaving. Maybe the true freshmen are just easier to persuade than the older guys. Because, I mean, I would much rather, you know, got these 4 guys, these 2 safeties to stay instead, but I guarantee it's not going to happen. Xavier, brother, please. You will literally be our #1 corner. Oh, that one hurts. That one stings. Like, I would have much rather him come back than these 2 freshmen, dude. Oh, you know what? If we can just get one of these safeties to come back, I'll be happy. My frown will be turned upside down. Let's start with Keon Sabb, brother. Come on, please, man. Just one more season here in Tuscaloosa. That's 2 straight L's. It's fine, because Bray Hubbard is going to give me all the dopamine we need right here. When his persuasion says success, oh my God, I'll take it. So we lose Keon Sabb, which obviously hurts. We lose Xavier Brown, who would be our #1 corner. But again, we have the transfer portal still to come. The transfer portal taketh. The transfer portal will giveth. Now it comes down to like, who is the other 2 players I want to try to persuade, because I only have 2 left to go. I think Isaiah Horton here is definitely the next one I want to go after, because like pro potential, like, man, we're Alabama. Like, surely if I get in his ear and like, brother, Isaiah, you've been listening to disinformation. Alabama, we've had so many first-round draft picks the past decade. If you stay, you're getting drafted with 100%, brother. I honest to God cannot believe this dude. Like, yeah, dude, losing Xavier is huge. Losing Keon is huge. But the fact that we've been able to bring 3 of the guys back, even though 2 of them might not be like great starters next year, I think that is a massive dub. And we still have 1 more persuasion to go. Honestly, I don't care about these backup quarterbacks. Let them leave. You're not going to start next year, so you're probably just going to enter the portal again. So you definitely can expect us to probably try and sign at least 2 quarterbacks. So do I go after Tavion Bennett or do I go after Jalen Mbakwe? The thing that confuses me, I don't know what the difference in between extremely low and very low persuasion chances. Like, which one of these guys do I have the better chance at? You know what? We already had 1 wide receiver and Isaiah Horton decide to stay. Let's go after the Sam linebacker, Tavion Bennett. Don't you leave me, brother. Like, you see the guys, they want to stay. They almost made the wrong decision, but I got in their ear, gave them a little bit of clarity. They made the best decision for their careers, and hopefully you'll do the same here. Tavion, why? You know what? I'm not too upset. Like, I legitimately thought we were going to lose every single player. We were able to bring back 2 really good freshmen, a player who will be our #2 receiver, and one of the best strong safeties in all of college football. I mean, yeah, we do lose 2 of the best offensive linemen in the country, but we're Alabama. We'll just replenish. So that was freaking stressful, brother. But now it's time to replace those players that we lost in the upcoming transfer portal, which is supposed to be insane. I think there's supposed to be 2,000 plus players in it. And did we just get a commitment? Let's go. Greg Burks, just like that, brother. Getting ourselves a tackle. Another commitment. Where's this coming from? We got ourselves our first Mike linebacker, which we still need to get another Mike linebacker in the transfer portal, but we got a 4-star. What in the world? Okay, we get a 3-star from my hometown. I knew he was a local legend. We had to give him the offer, and he committed. So, like, that's nice. 3 commitments out of nowhere. We had 3 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, a 3rd, a 4th, a 5th, and a 7th. But here we go, dude. Our first experience in the college football 26 Dynasty portal. We need some bangers, dude. We need ourselves a massive portal. And what makes me happy is this wide receiver still hasn't committed. So first, before we even look at the portal, I need to go ahead and I can't set up a visit. Oh, I already did a visit. Oh, I wish we could have done an off-season visit too, man. You best believe I am hard set on putting every minute possible on him. And we still have Jeremy Casey here, who I really don't think I'm gonna put much time on. If we get him, we get him. If we don't, we don't. But like, I'm really about to put like 10, 15 portal players on the board. So here we go. The transfer portal. Okay, first thing I see is there's a ton of cornerbacks interested in us. And also a ton of quarterbacks. Okay, we gotta go position by position here, man. There are some very, very good quarterbacks interested in yours truly. And like I told you guys, we need at least 2. Like, this is interesting, dude. Like, I think I just go after the top 2. Like, Rocco Beck, he might even start for us. He's a really good quarterback. So is Noah Fafita. But to make sure I get another one, I'll go after more of a low profile guy, because we need 2 quarterbacks. We got to. And I don't know if a low profile is the best way to say it, but we'll go after Malik Murphy, who's coming from Oregon State. Now, cornerback, we have got to get some good cornerbacks here. Ricky Gibson from Tennessee, welcome to the board. Eli Bowen from Oklahoma, welcome to the board. We honestly probably need 3. You know what? Let's go after this 4-star from Northern Illinois from the state of Alabama. I feel like that fits. Now, obviously, we need to get a safety. So, Keon Sabb was 27 on the board. I don't know why these guys aren't interested because of play style, I guess. So, unfortunately, even if we do get some of the best free safeties out of the portal, they're not going to be as high rated as Keon Sabb. But we got to get somebody. Let's go after Stoutmeyer. Go after this guy from Ohio. And also, let's go after this fella from Minnesota because he's from Florida. So, it's kind of like a little pipeline there. Now, also, we need defensive tackle badly. Gabriel from the national champions, don't mind if I do. Also go after Jaheim Otis out of Colorado. We'll also go after this John Walker guy because we have a really good pipeline with him. Next, we definitely need some middle linebackers here. And, it's not the greatest, so we'll just go after both of these guys, both the 4-stars. Now, we also desperately need an offensive guard. Now, we have Charles here from Notre Dame. Absolutely going after him. Let's go after Addison Nichols from SMU because we have a good pipeline with them. Let's go after Kalen Ellis here. Oh, Jordan Seaton out of Colorado. Oh my goodness. He is going to be a monster. A 5-star player in the portal's interested. Oh, we gotta go after him big time, dude. Hold on, wait a minute. Wait a freaking minute. Avery Johnson's in the portal? Who, Fluff Bothwell is in the portal? Oh my gosh, former South Alabama Jack. He is such a good player. Even though I don't really need running back, dude, I want to sign him because he'll probably start for me. Like, I feel like I need to put Avery Johnson on my board. Like, maybe even instead of Malik Murphy. Let's go Avery Johnson. And then, like, what about wide receiver? Jeremiah Smith? Oh my god. Him, Cam Coleman, Zachariah Branch, what is happening right now? Imagine I could pair up Jeremiah Smith with Ryan Williams on the same team. Oh my gosh, I gotta try to do it. I gotta figure out what to do with this board though. I gotta take a few guys off. DJ Walker can go. This 3-star guard, you can go. Maybe go ahead and even get rid of this 3-star guard. Imagine we also stole Cam Coleman from Auburn. And speaking of Auburn, this guy, Keldrick Falk, is gonna be an absolute monster. Also from Auburn. Imagine we were able to steal 2 of Auburn's best players. So I know the season might not have gone nearly as good as what we expected. Even the recruiting class maybe was a little bit of a letdown. But brother, if we can sign some of these players out of the portal, oh my god, that will make up for all of it. So let's take this one by one. Jordan Seaton here. Let's give him a scholarship offer. Oh, we can't schedule a visit yet. So we're gonna go ahead and offer a scholarship to every portal player, and we're gonna see which ones we can actually get in on a week 1 visit. Oh, Jeremiah Smith, brother. We can bring him in week 1. Oh my god. Now, what sucks about that is, like, we don't know what it is that he likes. But, like, I'm just gonna take a shot, dude. Like, I'm gonna assume playing time. And the only other player who did want to come in week 1 was Noah Fafita out of Arizona. I mean, playing style is his deal breaker, so I would assume that has to be one of his options. And for now, the rest of these guys, we're just gonna max out at 50 points. So, I mean, I guess there's really nothing else I can do this first week, but, like, my god, dude, imagine I actually sign all these players. I'm not gonna, but, like, just give me, like, 10 of them. Like, I'm not gonna lie, dude, I've been sat here recording this for, like, 9 hours, and I'm gonna tell you right now, this transfer portal has made every single bit of it worth it. Like, I'm actually so excited to see what kind of class we can put together here. So, the week 1 transfer portal recruiting results are in. First of all, I just gotta say, man, I'm really confused. I don't know if Cade's ever gonna commit. I mean, there's like really nothing else I can do at this point, so I'm just hoping eventually he signs. But for the rest of the bunch, we're leading for Rocco, leading for Noah. We did drop for Ricky. We're leading for Eli, though. Leading for Jacob Finley. We're behind on Carter Stoudemire, but we are leading for Aiden Galsby. Leading for Gabriel Brownlow Dindy. Second for John Walker. Second for Andrew Simpson. Second for both the middle linebackers, which kind of suck. But first for the offensive guard. Second for the second offensive guard. First for Jordan Seaton. First for Fluff Bothwell. First for Avery Johnson. Second for Jeremiah Smith, which kind of sucks. We already had his week 1 visit, but we're first for Cam Coleman and third for Keldrick Falk. So we gotta figure out what the frick to do now. I feel like Jordan Seaton, we have got to put him on a visit ASAP. Brain exposure, that's fine. You know what, Cam Coleman, I want him on a visit to ASAP. Championship contender, let's roll. Keldrick Falk, I want you badly. But unfortunately, we don't really know anything. Let's move on. Fluff Bothwell, holy A+ brand exposure. I'm so excited about this dude. Even if we don't get Jeremiah Smith. Now, Avery Johnson is another one I want badly, but I don't think we have anything unlocked. So Gibson, he's the number 1 corner, and I actually really want him. When using the little recruiting trick here, I believe he also has program tradition as one of his interests. So we can rock with program tradition. Aiden Galsby, oh, we don't have any more week 2 visits available. Oh man, like I wish you could, I wish like every single one of these players could visit the same week. But what we're gonna do now is change all the send the house actions to a hard sell if I know their 3 interests. All right, I think I've done literally everything I can do. Just gotta hope and pray. Like maybe we go ahead and get some commitments. So we get our first commitment out of the College Football 26 transfer portal, Rocco Beck, and he might even end up our starter next season. Like, is that the only commitment? Got another one here. We get Aiden Galsby, so we do get a free safety. That's actually huge. He's gonna be our Keon Sabb replacement, and we get another one. It's gonna be Fluff Bothwell, my boy out of South Alabama. Like, I'm actually so excited about this one, dude. Like, he's probably gonna be our starter, and that's gonna be awesome. So updates outside of that here in week 3 of the transfer portal. Like, we're still fighting for this guy. Like, Cade just cannot make up his mind. We're still leading for Noah Fafita. We're in second, unfortunately, for Ricky Gibson. First, though, for Eli Bowen and Jacob Finley. Carter Staubauer, he committed to LSU, but, like, we already got Aiden Galsby. I mean, Carter's probably much better, but you know, it is what it is. At least we got our decent replacement at free safety, so we'll take him off the board. We're in first for this defensive tackle. We unfortunately dropped down to third for John Walker. We're first for Andrew Simpson now at middle linebacker. First for the 2 offensive guards. First for Jordan Seaton. First for Avery Johnson. Huge development as we are now first for Jeremiah Smith, and he is so close to committing, dude. Are we really about to combo Jeremiah Smith with Ryan Williams? And unfortunately, Cam Coleman, we did get passed up by Ole Miss, but like there's still a shot. Unfortunately, Keldrick Falk, he committed to Georgia, but that is what it is. We'll remove him from the board. I think I'm going to go ahead and schedule a visit here for Avery Johnson. I mean, like, we're the only one that has offered him, so maybe we don't need to. Definitely need to schedule a visit for Charles here. He'll probably be our starting right guard next season. Jacob Finley, will schedule a visit for him. Oh, we don't know what he likes, though. I do, actually. With the trick, it's either pro potential or brain exposure. Perfect. Could schedule a visit for John Walker. I can't this week. Oh, no. It's all the visits I can schedule for week 3. So I've literally done everything I can at this point. I've swapped everybody from send a house to a hard sell if I know what their 3 interests are, and the other players I have scheduled for a visit. Like, brother, I will tell you right now, if we get a Jeremiah Smith commitment, I will lose my freaking mind. Oh god, here goes freaking nothing, dude. Are we about to sign Jeremiah Smith? I'm actually nervous. First commitment, Noah Fafita. So we have another potential backup quarterback or starter. Next, we land Eli Bowen, another cornerback. That's big. Next, we land Jacob Finley, another cornerback. Come on, give me Jeremiah Smith, Andrew Simpson, a linebacker. That's actually really big. More commitments coming in. Avery Johnson, huge quarterback. Next, we land Cam Coleman. So somehow we got him. Oh, I'm so scared, dude. Did Jeremiah Smith commit somewhere else? No, he didn't. Jeremiah Smith. We are still number 1, but we are in a recruiting battle with Ole Miss, dude. I can't take this, man. Like, what a list of commitments we just got, though, dude. I will say, if we end up after all this not landing in Jeremiah Smith, I'm gonna be so sad. Cade just still can't make up his mind. It is nuts. So unfortunately locked out of John Walker here, and also very unfortunate, Gabriel Brownlow looks like he's gonna go to Miami, and I can't schedule a visit. He's going to Miami. That's so unfortunate. Oh, we need a defensive tackle bad. Okay, we gotta look at the portal and see if there's any other options available. We still possibly could land Tyreek Tucker. Now outside of that, it is pretty bleak, man. I mean, we could try to sign Kamari Copeland to cope. I do feel like there's no shot we're gonna be able to land him, though, because he has a visit to Miami. I wish I would have scheduled the visit, dude. I just didn't know what his interests were. Hopefully the hard sell could possibly work. So Ellis here, we definitely need him to visit this week. Reek Alcuda, Gabriel. We want him to visit so we can get 2 middle linebackers. We'd love for Gabriel to visit, but we can't. We need to swap Charles to a hard sell. That's really everything I can do, boys. I'm probably going to miss out on Ricky, also going to miss out on Gabriel, but there's a legitimate shot I land every other target. And at this point, I'm not going to lie, if I miss out on Jeremiah Smith and Jordan Seaton, if I don't get both of them, I'm going to be so upset. Like, Jordan Seaton is so close to committing. He does have a visit with Michigan, which does worry me a little bit. And Jeremiah Smith, dude, is literally neck and neck with Ole Miss here. Because I have one more spot left on the recruiting board, I'm probably just going to add the highest overall prospect that's left on the transfer portal. Ooh, there's a good center, Brady Small, I could get. Go ahead, offer him a scholarship, put 50 points on him. And also, what I could possibly do here is, I mean, I don't think I'm going to get Ricky Gibson. Like, he has a visit with Ole Miss. I just think it's impossible. I could take him off the board. And I know I already got Cam Coleman, and there's a chance I get Jeremiah Smith. Zachariah Branch is just sitting there, dude, and he is so fast. So we can go ahead and offer him and have him really as a backup plan in case Jeremiah Smith doesn't commit to us. But at the end of the day, dude, that is literally everything I can do in my power. We have the chance to put together the most insane transfer portal class of all freaking time, man. Oh my gosh, dude, here goes freaking nothing. So a click of a button here will determine if one of the most insane things in channel history happens. Are we really about to combine Jeremiah freaking Smith with Cam Coleman and Ryan Williams? Right now, fate is in the hands of College Football 26. Commitment number 1, we get Kalen Ellis, offensive guard, which we need a guard badly, but I don't like they didn't start with Jeremiah Smith. Tariq Al-Ukda, Mike linebacker, we needed that position desperately, but I'm really worried we didn't get either of the 5 stars. Charles is a big pickup here, number 1 guard in the portal. Did we really miss on Jeremiah Smith though? Tyreek Tucker, we got him as a last-second option at defensive tackle, which we needed that badly. I'm excited about him. I'm also excited about 3-star Kamari, but I feel like we missed out on 2 big targets. Brady Small, 4-star center, who again, we just got at the last second. We'll take the talent. And then Zachariah Branch, which we did land, speedy receiver, but it does look like we missed out. Jeremiah Smith committed to Ole Miss. Jordan Seaton committed to Ohio State. Like, where did they come from? Like, they weren't even, like, what in the world? And then this we expected, but like, I'm not gonna lie, dude, this is quite the heartbreaker. Like, 2 massive 5 stars at positions that we desperately needed, and I didn't even get another left tackle to replace Caden Proctor. So like, I really feel like we did put together a generational transfer portal, but like, this could have made like the most insane portal of all time, and they just screwed me last second. Like, what did the other teams do, man? Oh, I'm not gonna lie, a little frustrated about that. But at the end of the day, our first recruiting class in College Football 26 ends up as the number 2 in the nation. The goal was top 5. We finished number 2. Like, honestly, if we would have got Jordan Seaton, we might have even been higher than Ohio State. I honest to God cannot believe I just pulled that off. I'm actually proud of myself, pat on the back. And that takes us straight into position changes, and there's a lot of work that we have to do. Look at this wide receiver room. Like, oh my goodness. Ryan Williams, Cam Coleman, Zachariah Branch, Isaiah Horton. This quarterback room of Avery Johnson, Rocco Beck, Noah Fafita. And I'm gonna have so many hard decisions to make next episode, dude. Like, do I start one of these guys and risk Keelan Russell leaving? But you will find out that answer next episode. That's if you even want to see a next episode. Like, this took me about 10 hours to record. So if you really want me to go another episode season by season until we win the national championship, like, just leave a like on the video, please. Like, I'm not even gonna ask for anything crazy. I haven't done this in years. But just like something simple, like 3,000 likes and I'll come out with the second episode. Especially if you want to see this wide receiver room in action. Now, hopefully you did enjoy, and if you did, you can click right here to watch another College Football 26 video. And if you're still here, please click that subscription button, dude. A lot more College Football 26 content coming your way. Click that subscribe button.